Hello there, dear viewers.
Need something.
This is Trestle242, and it's time to get back to our Skyrim Let's Play with
Need
Relvin
something.
And what I have done is that I have made a bunch of
Yes.
potions from Relvin's ingredients, and I have also sold them. So indeed, I do believe that it might be time for dear Relvin to go into the jail. If only to see if he could perhaps speak to that mysterious Khajiit they supposedly have imprisoned here. And here we go, entering into character mode. Well, I have sold you some of my potions.
This place has seen better days, but it's not my fault.
You've got your hands full then, eh?
I swear if I wasn't around, Elgrim would forget to eat his meals. How we make any coin at all is beyond me. In fact, I need to arrange for someone to pick up an ore sample for me in Shore's stone. Goodness knows Elgrim won't lift a finger to do it.
Well, sure, I could do that. If there is a reward in it for me, then sure.
You would? Oh, that would be wonderful. Speak to Filnyar in Shore's stone. He's got some sort of ore sample he wants us to identify and was willing to pay us well for it.
That sounds good. Does it bother you living here on the ground?
When Elgrim said we were setting up shop down here, I told him he would catch his death. The dirt, the moisture, is disgusting. Who wants to spend their life living like a skeever? But that old bellyacre just fed me some nonsense about light ruining his mixtures and being close to the water. Ugh.
And are you an alchemist as well? I mean, you sell potions and ingredients, but...
I know how to mix a few basic potions, but I'm nowhere near as skilled as a master alchemist. I've picked up a few tricks by reading the tomes scattered all over the shop, but I don't have the knack to pull off half of the formulas. I wish Elgrim had spent more time tutoring me than that Ingun girl.
And are you jealous of this Ingun? She seems to be the young lady sitting there by the fire.
Oh no, I didn't mean it that way. Elgrim can barely put on his own shoes, let alone have the energy to pursue a young girl. He's been gushing about how talented Ingun is at alchemy. He'd never say it to her face. That's not his way. I just think Elgrim's taken it upon himself to mentor the young thing. So he focuses a lot of attention on her.
Well, fair enough, I suppose.
Be careful. The road to Shore's stone could be dangerous.
Oh, thank you, I will. You're certainly very kindly. No, not like you, who were incredibly rude and obnoxious. And, well, what about you then, England?
Or did you wish to buy something?
My mind is on my experiments today. What did you need?
Well, are you an alchemist then, eh?
I'm aspiring to earn that title, yes. However, the road ahead is paved with loose cobbles and deadly pitfalls. Master Elgrim says I'm a natural, that I have a unique talent. But I fear his approval masks his intolerance for my mistakes. My errant formulas have cost Master Elgrim a fortune in ingredients, some of which are almost irreplaceable.
Oof, that sounds difficult. Luckily, most of my potions seem to work out alright. But, well, what sort of ingredients do you need? He asks.
To restore Master Elgrim's supply, I would need 20 Deathbell, 20 Nightshade, and 20 Nirnroot. Am I sensing that you may be interested in gathering these rare ingredients for me?
Well, yes, and hopefully there might be some sort of reward in it for me. That would be
That
very
means more
good.
time for my experiments and less time in the field. Much appreciated.
Have you got any clues where I could find these ingredients then?
Nirnroot is the easiest. It grows only by the water and makes a unique chiming noise. The only drawback is it won't regrow after harvesting. Nightshade is native to the pine forest and marshy tundra regions of Skyrim, and has a distinctive starburst-like violet flower. Last we have Deathbell, which only grows in marshy tundra terrain. Its inverted bluish-purple flower bunches are unmistakable.
As always.
Well, that
My
sounds...
experiments can't be completed until you've brought me those ingredients.
That's fine.
Hurry.
Have you managed to make it out to Shore's stone?
Not yet. I haven't even left your shop, but fine, let us leave. And I do believe I shall need to go to the inn to ask for a refill of my water skin. And perhaps I should buy another water skin just to take on me, you know, you never know, just in case. And it is a very grey day indeed. A grey day in Riften. This is Helga's bunkhouse. I have no idea what that is, so I'm honestly not going there. But the general store, was it? No. That's something else. I could have sworn there was a general store around here somewhere. I suppose I might have to enter through the back. Well, oh no, I've been a fool. The general store is on this side. I got turned around.
Sure, I'm a dirty beggar. Why would you want to even speak to me?
Now that I'm quite rich, you can have us accepted.
Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart.
What's with all the boots and shoes?
Well, that sounds good.
You must have bought 20 pairs in the last 2 years.
Only a mere 20 gold coins, and all this could be yours. You never know if you might get a split in one or lose one.
Well, there we are. The pawn prawn. I do believe they will have a water skin for sale. That would be excellent.
Come on in, take a look around.
I will, my good man, I will.
Welcome to the Pond Prawn. What can I do for you? Some may call this junk. Me? I call them treasures.
As you can see, I have almost 500 septims right now, so I do feel quite rich. An empty water skin, 44. Well, that's a little bit expensive, but hey, I will need it. And possibly a cooking pot as well. If I need to venture out in the wilds for a longer time, I might need to cook some food. Jade Fighter 2. Wow. That's a gorgeous little piece of art. You have it right there. But it's incredibly expensive, so no, I am not going to buy it. Well, I suppose that's it then.
Good day.
Yes, indeed. And yes, indeed, I could get some water from the inn. And then after I've done that, I will be ready to enter into the jail, which sounds like an incredibly bad idea, but I'm just so curious. They say the letter said they had a Khajiit locked up there, who apparently has paid for his cell,
Welcome to the
I
Bee and
think.
Barb, my lord. If I can interest you in one of our special drinks, you let me know.
Hello, Kirava.
Got the coin? You're welcome here. Otherwise, hit the road.
Please refill my water.
Of course.
You've been in Riften for quite some time now, Lady Mule. I fear that you soon may leave
And
us.
what have you got for
the
sale?
thirsty, food for the hungry.
Now is not the time for exploration and discovery.
A meat pie. Oh, you can buy filled water skins as well. That's good to know. Some baked potatoes and some bread. There we are.
Come back and see us again.
I'm relieved to hear you say that. If you were to leave, I'd miss you terribly.
Erin, I owe you my life. It would take a threat to all of Skyrim for me to depart.
And now...
Talon, another round.
Well, let me just sit down and eat for a little bit.
Maybe you should head on home.
As I am feeling a bit hungry, I'll start with having a drink of water. Perhaps crops a little bit more. Nice. And a meat pie. And some baked potatoes. And the bread, I suppose. There we go.
You want a drink?
No, quite alright. Don't worry about that.
Keep your scales on.
And now it is time for me to go visit the jail and see. I mean, I do have enough money to persuade. Well, I say persuade when what I'm doing actually is bribing him. I do have enough money to bribe the guard into letting me in, which should be very good. And there are some flowers there, and oh, a butterfly. Can I? Yes, I caught the butterfly. My goodness, I'm getting quite fast with my fingers. Must be... Well, maybe it's an innate skill. A skill I was born with. You never know. You never know. Cheers. I'm just going in here, where I definitely have a right to be. As you can see, because I'm wearing a quite nice set of armor. It's not my favorite really, but I suppose it looks, you know, halfway decent. It makes me look rather strong and capable, and I like that at least. I think I would prefer something lighter though. This one is, you know, quite heavy to cart around. So...
What are you doing down here?
No, it's fine. I'm allowed to be here.
Oh, my mistake then. Sorry, you can go on ahead.
Wait, hang on. That worked? That actually worked? Well... Yes, indeed. I am allowed to be here. And... I'll just take... You just... Yes, I am definitely allowed to be here. I am the... Inspector. I inspect... Hang on, those merchant's clothes actually look quite nice. And... I am inspecting your items to see that they are alright. And everything seems to be in order, yes. Thank you very much. Plates, tankards, pots, iron mace. I can't steal that, and I don't want to. Crazy Khajiit. Well then. Important. The Crazy Khajiit in cell 1 is not to be disturbed. He paid us good money for that cage, so don't go bothering him. If he's still in here in a month, I think we should enforce a little rent increase. I doubt we'll get that chance though. You've all seen the way he looks. Won't be surprised if he tried to end his life soon. If you see him in a particularly suicidal mood, get in there and stop him. He has been using the key we gave him, so if you need in there in a hurry, use the spare in the broken strongbox above the fireplace. A dead man can't pay rent. Warden Norton. Well, that sounds terrible. Actually, I hope that Khajiit is alright. I mean, I don't know about the prison conditions here, but surely they can't be that bad, can they? And if he paid to get into prison, then, well, I don't know. I'm at least madly curious now and must figure it out. Above the fireplace, a broken strongbox with Inigo's cell key. Alright. His name is Inigo. Good to know. Gnawed meat, bread. Is there anything else? Sliced Eider cheese. I don't know. Maybe is there something in the barrel? Just some flour? No, thank you. Is there something nice to wear in the dresser? No. Not really. I mean, since they apparently they're just letting me wander around. I can't believe this. Well, the petty soul gem, I might... And the coin purse, they just... Alright. Let's not get too excited here, let's just... And another... and 2 cloaks. And the potion of minor healing and of minor magicka. Not that I use magic much. I am indeed one of the incredibly few Dunmer who... I'm just not very good at magic. A honeycomb. That's nice and tasty. I'll grab some of those. I mean, they're delicious. And so they're just leaving. They're just.
Let me out of here, damn it! I'm not a criminal.
And bombing tools. Oh, these must be torturing cages then. I'm not a big fan of those. I do not enjoy the idea of guards deciding who to torture, since, well, they're guards, and they're not exactly known for being bright. So, I mean, who's to say that they know who to torture, eh? Well, hello there, my good man. I am just inspecting your cupboard, I suppose. Now, let me see. Somewhere around here should be the man I need to speak to in order to get that thing with the horse finished.
Just because I'm in a cage doesn't mean you have to stay in yours, Mr. Dragonfly.
Well, oh, there you are. I hardly saw you. You're speaking to your dragonfly, and you've got quite a lot of candles. And, well, I'm going to talk to you simply so you won't actually commit suicide. I mean, that would be dreadful. And yes, I did get the key for your cell. So, you're not wearing anything. Well, you seem... Hello?
Come to kill me at last, have you? Thank the gods. I can bear the guilt no longer.
Excuse me?
I know I must die. Beware, though. My newfound honor demands I defend myself.
Wait, do you know me? What honor? I think I would have remembered meeting a Khajiit like you, given that the most I've seen of the Khajiit before I met one of the Karons was just seeing them outside window.
I am in no mood for jokes. Strike me down. Take your revenge.
No! I have no idea what you're talking about. Who are you? And I wouldn't strike you down anyway. I mean, come on. I'm wearing armor and you're naked inside a cell. That's... I know the Nords like to go on and on about honor in battle and so forth, but I mean... Come on, you can't do that. I'd never do that.
You don't remember? That is my fault also. I am your so-called friend Inigo. I was the one who killed you. I tried anyway. I am guilty. Kill me.
Well, obviously you didn't do a very good job then. So, but why are you here exactly? I mean, you paid for your own cell. That's very unusual.
After I shot you, I finally realized my mistake and tried to turn myself in. Your body was gone. The guards did not believe me. They said I was wasting their time. I had to pay them to put me in this cell. It is where I belong. I needed to repent. I need to repent.
Well, I'm not the person you remember, but you do look useful. I mean, it could be that you just found some other red-haired dunmer with long hair and... Or maybe wearing plate armor. That might be it. It might be the plate armor that fools you. Well, if you thought I was dead, then why are you here waiting for me?
I heard tales of a remarkable adventurer, both brave and resourceful, matching your description. I knew it was you. It had to be. I knew you would be coming for me, so I waited. Are you going to kill me or not?
I'm not that person you remember, I must say, although it is quite flattering to hear that apparently there's some adventurer out there who looks like me, at least in some way. I mean, I'm not sure what Khajiit notice about the Dunmer. I know the Nords tend to comment that our red eyes give us a sort of devilish appearance, and of course they use some unpleasant words to refer to us, but, you know, you never know. And I don't know how many other Dunmer you have met, even. Do you think we all look the same? Yes, I am not the person you remember, but you look useful.
You are the person I remember. I would recognize your smell anywhere. My life is yours to take. Do it.
I do try to bathe regularly, so I shouldn't have that much of a smell on me. I suppose it's just a smell of stale mead, if stale mead has a smell. Never mind. Let's agree to disagree. I could use some help if you're willing.
I fight with you?
Oh, yes indeed, Inigo. Please don't waste your life rotting away in here.
Die defending you. Yes, I accept. I feel lighter in my heart now you have given me this opportunity. You will not regret this.
Yes, what were you aimed at bow of yours? Wait, Inigo has a bow?
Do not joke about such things, my friend. The sadness I feel for what I have done is brutal enough. For now.
Mr. Dragonfly, you were speaking to him earlier, so I'm assuming he's quite important. Also, that's cool. I like that. I like having a dragonfly in a jar. Inigo's journal. Entry 1. Today I had to kill Felix with his own damned sword. Fool attacked me. He was planning to murder me for the last of... Oh, hang on, I can't read a man's diary while he's standing right there. That's terrible. I'll just take it for now. I'm sorry about reading your diary. I didn't mean to. You have ebony arrows. You have ebony arrows. A loot. And is there anything in the dresser? Like maybe some clothes. Bar keeps clothes and ragged cap. Somehow I doubt any of those would suit you. I'm taking the grilled leeks though. Ebony ore. You have ebony. Oh yes, indeed. That letter said you had some ebony ore. And have you got anything else? Inigo the Brave. That's interesting. You've got a book written about you. And some glazed candles. Muffle tongue necklace. I'll take that. It sounds rather interesting. I don't know what it is. Search storage chest. A hunting bow. Iron armor. 600 iron arrows and a steel sword. Well, that's all good. That's all decent and fine. So, hello, Inigo. I would need to trade some things with you if you don't mind.
What are you trading?
You've got an ebony sword and an ebony bow. Well, if you don't mind, I will take your lockpicks and I shall give you some armor. I think you would... Well, you might look a bit nicer in the iron armor, at least better than I do. You do not have any boots, so perhaps I could give you some of these fur shoes and some of these gloves, so you're not cold. And well, I suppose that is it. You've already got a bunch of weapons. Here we are, much better.
Anything else, just ask.
Or at least somewhat better. Now let's see that gentleman about the horse, shall we? Well, before I, steal everything these people own. It's always good to have some food on you. I mean, you never want to go anywhere on an empty stomach. Are you the gentleman I am looking for?
Have you come to gawk at me, or is this a social call?
Well, you're not very pleasant, but hello.
Ah, finally. Someone besides the stupid guards to talk to.
I was sent by Louis Letroche.
Ah, and let me guess. He wants his horse. Well, that's going to be a bit of a problem. You see, I don't really outright own Frost.
Wait, you don't own the horse you have already sold?
That is correct. You see, Frost belongs to the Blackbriar estate. Technically, everything in the estate is owned by my mother, Maven. My plan was to take the horse from our lodge and deliver it to Latrush at the stables. Obviously, that didn't exactly work out as I'd planned. Still, I don't want to cross Latrush. Tell you what, steal the horse and deliver it, and you can have the second half of the payment.
Actually, you know, I bet Maven would actually pay me even more for this information. Let's see if we can squeeze out a few extra septims of this gentleman. He doesn't seem... Well, he was very incredibly rude to me, and I do not like such things.
Sure, take advantage of the guy in jail. Okay, fine, I can make the deal sweeter. I obviously don't have anything here, but there's a hidden stash in the lodge. And I did manage to hold on to the key. Take it.
Excellent. I mean, you've got the nicest looking cell I've ever seen. You've got a big bed, and you've got a comfy chair. You've got lots of food. You've got alcohol. You have no right at all to complain about anything at all, ever. Oh my goodness. The complete and utter... Well, that guy is just a proper example of a sweet. If you don't know what the Dunmer insult sweet means, just think of that CB Blackbriar. He's the perfect illustration of that insult. A bit thirsty already then. That doesn't sound too good. There are a bunch of books. I do like books, but not that many that were interesting. A Song of Pelennor, a Riften cloak, a lantern, a large sack with some more tomatoes in. Well, I'm just, you know, poking around. Petty Soldier. Well, there's nothing in here. Nothing there. Nothing in there. And someone in there who isn't in a chatty mood, it seems. So let's just get on up and open this door. Oh yes, that's the exit. Since it's getting rather late, I do believe that both Inigo and I would be best suited simply going and having a nice rest at the inn. I mean, I have quite a bit of money right now, so I feel I can sort of, you know, afford going to the inn. Instead of simply, well, I honestly don't know how I would tackle the whole sleeping issue if it wasn't for the inn.
Got the coin? You've come to the right place. Pull up a seat.
Right.
My skill in battle is unmatched. Fortunately for you, that skill can...
Yeah, what do you want?
If you've got the coin, you're welcome here.
Later.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
Perfect.
I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
If your
Alright
allegiance
then.
lies with the Empire, we haven't much to discuss.
I'm telling you, Wolf, it's the investment you've been waiting for.
So I pay for the weapon shipments, and you oversee their distribution to the Stormcloaks?
Exactly.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
To put weapons into the hands
Well,
of
I
young
would like
war
to
warriors
see a bed
dying
for my dear
their
friend
country.
Inigo here, but
Shore's beard. You're right. I'll do it, provided you supervise the shipments personally.
Don't worry. I'll treat those shipments as if I owned them myself.
maybe you can,
Drink up, my boy. Drink to
maybe
those
you
who
can,
fall.
I don't know, sleep on the floor
May their souls
or
find
something.
their way
This
to
bed certainly
Sologon.
isn't.
Take it easy, Father. You're making a scene.
This bed is rather small, and
Easy when we've
well,
driven
we'll work it out
every
somehow,
last
right?
imperial big
Don't worry about it. I can remove one of these pelts and add some of the straw to the floor, and you'll get a nice bed.
bless your father. And
But
drink
it's
up.
rather late, and I do need to sleep.
Yes, Father.
So, good night, dear friend Inigo. Well, my new friend Inigo, indeed. Let's have some nice sleep. And then I'll be feeling refreshed in the morning. Yes, indeed. Cheers, Inigo. I am well rested. That's very good. Any thoughts?
I'm thinking I like this place.
Why won't they do as I say?
That's very good.
Maybe they're afraid of you.
If you need anything else, just ask.
They always try to take advantage of me. Give them an inch and they'll take a mile.
I'll tell you one thing. If you don't make peace with them soon, you may get a walkout on your hands. Then we'll both be in trouble.
Interesting.
Yeah. What's your problem?
Well, you're my problem, actually, so, you know. Cheerio,
Got the
Kirava.
coin, you're welcome here. Otherwise, hit the road.
So, what is the word around town?
The Thieves Guild has been pushing hard to regain a foothold in this city. Rumor has it they're falling apart from the inside.
Yeah, heard any rumors lately?
Have you seen that shrine of Azura? They say the Dark Elves built it after they fled from Morrowind. Sight to see. Sibby Blackbriar is furious that his ex-lover tried to murder him. He's leaving no stone unturned searching for her.
Alright, that's
Come back and see us again.
absolute sweet sitting in the jail.
Welcome to the Bee and Barb, my lord.
Now,
can
if I
interest
can
you
only
in one of
remember
our
where
special
they
drinks,
had their
let me
cooking
know.
pot, it was... Oh yes, it was back here. Let's see if I can cook something for myself. Turns out I can't. Cook a single thing. I think I picked up some foods though.
What is yours is mine.
Well, you haven't got any food on you, so I might as well share some. You can have a bunch of apples. Apples are good for you. Perhaps some tomatoes as well. We'll split them equally. And well, there we are.
Okay, let us get back to it.
Time for me to have some breakfast. Maybe some grilled leeks. Perhaps some more water as well. There we are. Now I am well rested, and I generally feel just fine. Hello there,
What can I
Kirava.
get you? Meat? Wine?
I would like you to refill my water skins, please.
Of course.
There we are.
Come
Only
back and
10
see us
seconds.
again.
Is there something I can do for you?
I'm alright, I'm alright. Another grey, rather foggy day out here. Time to look on my map. Oh, you're a bit...
Potions, exotic ingredients.
Well, you look alright. You look alright wearing that.
Learn a library's worth of knowledge in
Like the trousers. They suit you rather well, I must say. Let us check out the map to see if there's anything left doing. There is something here that I can't quite... Oh yes, I'm supposed to speak to that lady about the stable lads. Oh yes, she seems to be hanging around in the inn, being obnoxious at all times, so... You know, I wonder why she's named Sapphire.
Come to the right place. Pull up a
I mean, that's a precious stone. She should be named more something like... I don't know. I forgot where I was going there with that thought, but...
Yeah. What's your problem?
I wanted to talk to you about his debt.
I knew that stupid kid would try and find a way to weasel out of his debt. Look, this is really simple. I lent him some gold, he promised to pay me back, and now he says he's broke. End of story.
Yeah, well, you both know this is a setup.
I don't care. A deal's a deal.
I will actually pay it off for him then, 58 gold. I mean, that's alright, I'm quite rich. So, fine.
Don't know why you'd help a stranger like that. But a septum's a septum. Don't care where it comes from. You can tell Shadra his debt's been paid. I hope we bump into each other again.
Well, that's great, I don't. But, you know, never mind. Oh, at least that Nord isn't there threatening me again. I suppose, you know, small blessings. And the weather is quite nice. It's not very cold out. Well then, there he is. The man of the hour. Hello, Shadow.
Any luck with Sapphire?
Yes, you're no longer in debt to her.
By the 8. You actually talked her into it? I don't know what to say. I didn't think anyone in Riften even cared what happened to me. Look, I was saving this, but I wanted you to have it. I thought I might need it if Sapphire came for me, but I don't need it anymore.
Potion of invisibility. Excellent. Wow.
Until next time.
Wow, that's actually great. Now let us see, where was that horse? I figured, you know. I'm wearing some nice armor, you've got some nice equipment. Let's go and steal us a horse. How hard can that be? Said something about a lodge. It's probably that Blackbriar lodge I found by sheer accident. What is that over there? A fox. Well, I suppose the pelt might be useful for something. And these are just guard towers. Now let's look on the map. Well, I don't particularly see any roads. Well, there is a road over there. I think I could walk like that. So if I walk around the city walls and then just follow the road down there, that should be, yes, that should be the right way. And if any danger crops up, I'll have a Khajiit friend to look after me. Excellent. Yes, I know where I was going. It is getting very foggy indeed. Very, very foggy. Well, I don't need to hug the walls as soon as I have them sort of on my back. Well, not my back, sort of on my shoulder. And there's the road. Excellent. Oh, some canis root. Nice. And now it will just sort of around here, I think. Let's see. No, completely turned around. I think it's actually easier if I just go inside Riften and then out the exit that leads where I'm hoping to go, instead of this sort of strange, well, a very strange way of sort of avoiding the city. I mean, I've got no reason to avoid it. There are some flowers, and maybe I can catch the butterfly. Please, butterfly, please. Oh, I'm so close. I'm so very, very close. Oh no. There we are. Some white caps there, quite tasty. And I'm definitely not going to pray to Talos. You don't have to worry about that, Inigo. I don't believe in the Nordic gods, nor the 8 or 9 or whatever divines. She said she wanted nightshade, and I do believe these flowers are nightshade. So I'll just pick them. I mean, they will grow back, and they're not. I mean, they're not offerings left on the upon the graves, so they're just growing around the dead. There is no. I suppose this is another difference in culture, really. As Dunmer, we're not afraid of the dead, the way it seems the Nords are. They keep them, you know, locked up inside these burial places, the halls of the dead, they're called. Whereas we Dunmer, we simply burn them and then keep the ashes around in everyone's personal little, well, ancestral shrine, I suppose you could call it. Yes, Inigo, I hope you find it rather interesting and perhaps even a bit educational. Now, where indeed am I? Oh yes, I should head towards the castle. Castle, I mean Mistvale Keep. And then there should be an exit somewhere around here. Yes, indeed. Let's just pick some flowers. You never know when flowers will come in handy. Perhaps I could make some more potions and sell. I mean, that does seem like a rather lucrative business.
Don't cross me, elf.
I won't cross you, Nord. But
there's fine steel at the Scorched Hammer if you fancy a new blade.
Well, now you're playing nice, aren't you? Nope, I'm not trusting you, and I'm not, well, just never mind. Now, where should I be going? Well, apparently I'm going exactly the wrong way around, so I should be going somewhere this way, I believe. Yes, and then I should be heading towards the right path. And there's some Camus fruit. Hello?
We're here to teach you a lesson.
No, thank you.
I'm sorry. I'm going to have to hurt you. Death before dishonor.
Oh.
I'll bury you. Heal yourself, my.
Well then.
I am in your way. I am sorry.
It's alright, there you go.
My friend.
Don't worry. I had a strange sort of vision. A vision of myself suffering horrible death. Going near the Blackbriar Lodge. Let us see if there's anything else that might need doing somewhere around. Journal, what have I got to do? That ore sample can't be that difficult, can it? Oh, it's over there. Well, this should be quite easy. I'll just go through the city again.
What do you need?
And then I will be off. to short stone. There's some more dragon's tongue. I am not sure exactly what it was good for, but I'm sure it's good for something. And just butterfly, butterfly, please. Yes. Yes, I may appear like a small child trying to catch these butterflies, but I think they have some sort of alchemical juice, you know.
Beautiful baubles and gleaming gemstones over here.
Inigo, do you know what I'm thinking?
Looking to stay alive? Why take a chance?
I'm thinking that now that I got some money, I could speak to you
Or just everything I've got on
and buy
display?
some armor.
Really?
If you have something that looks halfway decent and is nice to wear. Hide boots, mail tunic, or maybe studded armor. Definitely not. Sounds like rubbish and looks like rubbish, so no thank you. Well, I'll hold off on the mail tunic,
Come back when you're ready to spend more gold.
as I don't fancy hauling this enormous thing around for much longer. It's so bloody heavy, you wouldn't... Hello there,
Brings you to
Ballamon.
Ballamon today? Repair? Purchase?
What have you got for sale?
Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs.
Have you got something nice to wear? Leather boots. Sounds rather good. Leather bracers, leather helmet. Studded armor again. Well, no thank you. Light painted body shield. It's very expensive, but... Have we got any useful weapons then? I mean, I quite like this mace. It's decent enough. I'm not good with a sword, but I'm quite good at just, you know...
Remember, nothing but genuine fire
hitting
salts will
things.
do. The Forge knows the difference.
So, yes.
Learn a library's worth of knowledge in moments.
It's so good to see you again.
I can have some gold as well. I mean, I have a lot of it, and it's not nice having to beg.
Kind heart. All right then.
Nobody should have to beg. It's
Looking to stay alive? Why
demeaning.
take a chance?
My husband Bercy will be the death of me.
Yes,
he spends
yes,
too
so
much
you've
time
said.
worrying about Riften and not enough
You
about
gonna
himself.
stare all day or buy? See for yourself.
I'm actually going to buy some armor, because nobody else seems to have any armor worth having. I'll buy this mail tunic, please. That was quite expensive. Can I sell you anything? I wonder. My old clothes, well, I guess. Maybe one of these. A pair of these ugly boots. I'm not selling the ebony ore. Ebony is holy, and I shall keep it.
Come back when you're ready to spend more gold.
Yeah, well,
Knows I could use it.
she's so obnoxious. Let me wear this mail tunic and see what that looks like. Well, that...
Gems, potions,
Now
exotic
there we
ingredients,
are. That's
what
something.
have it all.
I like that. I think that looks quite good.
Buying and selling fine
No matter the weather, Riften always smells lovely. It is a good place to start a new adventure.
That's good. I need to trade some things with
I
you.
will bear your burdens gladly.
The fairest prices and the highest quality.
You can have the steel plate. You look quite strong. There you are. And then I will take the iron off you. Well, yes, you don't have much else. Is there anything else I could give you? Maybe this resists fire. I'm a Dunmer, I don't need it. You can have it. Oh, they're all stolen. I figured that if he carried some of my stolen gear, maybe Oh well.
Okay, let us get back to it.
You look good in plate. You should be wearing plate more often.
The city really gets to her.
Bercy's afraid that someone's making a move to take the pawn prawn from us. I think he's being paranoid.
Well then. Oh right, I was going to sell the iron armor. I think I should get a better price from perhaps the blacksmith. I don't think this
We both own
armored lady
together. He's single.
likes me very much. Cheers, Bellamy.
Come to see Balliman perform miracles with steel, eh? The finest weapons and armor.
Yes, please take that off my hands.
Remember, nothing but genuine fire salts will do. The forge knows the difference.
Oh, that's your tail that's so blue. I was wondering what that was. I apologize if that was rude, by the way. I honestly don't know if commenting upon the Khajiit's tails is rude or not. This isn't half bad, you know. I would prefer some pauldrons. I like wearing pauldrons. I think they look good. But yes, onwards to Shores Stone. It's just up north. Might it be one of those places I travelled through at the carriage, but you know, I can't remember. I fell asleep during the carriage ride. It was nice and comfortable. Sitting, I wrapped myself up with some nice straw that kept me sort of warm against the cold. Right then, well here we are heading north. Towards... yes, Shores Stone. Perfect. It's so very foggy out. Apparently my ancestral home Morrowind was also very foggy, or although the fog was apparently caused by the ash of Red Mountain. It was one of the things my mother said she missed here in Skyrim. She did not like seeing the snow fall from the sky instead of ash flakes. I've never seen such things, so I wouldn't know. Now, what on earth is this? It looks like some sort of fortress. Fort Greenwall. Are those guards? They... well, curiosity is getting the better of me. I just have to... I mean, this seems so civilized. It's not a... it can't be a bandit fort.
Filthy bandit scum.
Well, it can be a bandit fort. Let's run.
Let's see if you can catch an arrow with your head.
Inigo, don't die. Let's leave. I don't want to leave, eh? You don't want to... going to die.
Tell you what, you start running so I can stab you.
Let's see, steel war axe, not very good. Iron gauntlet, iron helmet, iron armor. No. Oh, stop shooting at me, you absolute... an utter... ow! Who was that? Who? Oh, you bastards. I'll get you for this. Go on. Another Khajiit, eh? You fight your own kin? Scum. Traitor. Go on then. No, it doesn't. It belongs to... not you. Oh, boy. I need to get my breath back. At least it looks rather warm. Maybe I could sell this armor. She got me quite fast with the daggers though. I was not expecting that. Oh yes, my kind has no place here. My kind has no place here. I don't want any bloody place here. Where are you? You absolute... piece of... Where are you? I heard someone shouting, but I can't see anyone. I don't know why the cloaks fooled me into thinking this would be some sort of guard outpost. That was honestly possibly one of the dumbest things I've ever done in my life. Simply walking into some fort just because I thought there were guards. Come back down? No, you come up here. Face me. Cowards. Now where are you? I did hear someone shouting, but I can't see anyone. Are you down here? Aye. Are you right there, Inigo? Were you shooting at someone? Let's see if we can sneak in through the top. Fort Greenwall Captain's Quarters, expert. I mean, I have a few lockpicks. I suppose I might try.
The woodland here. I'm quite the tree climber, you know.
Well, that's good to hear. I mean, I'm not excellent at lockpicking. I've tried it a little bit, but you know. I suppose it doesn't hurt to try, even though I doubt I'll get into this lock. No, no. Oof. That wasn't good. No. A little bit. No. There's no point. If we're going in, let's just go into the grand entrance. I mean, there's no one around here who can do anything. Oh, there's someone pierced with arrows. Eastern Iron Tento. I'll take that. Armor, looks terrible. A pot with some venison stew. Lovely. And not much else. Except I could walk down here. Oh, these stairs make me feel a bit dizzy. And there was this lady. And just a bunch of rubbish. Well, they're bandits. They're not known for their housekeeping skills. And an ebony arrow. Waste not, want not. The Khajiit. Some septims and a couple of lockpicks. Terrible. Traitor to her own kind. Now, I mean, this thing has blood in my tooth. Let's just... I know that might sound crazy, Inigo, but let's just go in there and finish the blood a lot off. I think I should wear something on my face. I like that one. I like this helmet. Now let me see. Yes, that is good. I really won't know who the masked man is who came for revenge. Well, not really revenge, just, you know, annoyance out there, these idiots being in my bloody way. Let me... Well, why not? I could put some poison on my mace. And just take a potion of... That should make me a bit stronger.
I love it here.
Excellent. I'm glad to hear it, Inigo, but let's just be ready for battle. Because I have no doubts there will be a battle. Well, they sure kept this place dark and bloody unpleasant.
Might pay off my bounty this time. Walk into the city a free man.
Can't see a bloody thing. Towards the arsehole.
What was that?
There you are.
I knew I could find you.
Oh! Well, hello, you absolute bastard. Time to meet my mace. Ow! Arrow in my face. Ow. That was incredibly painful. Well, he hasn't got anything remotely useful. A Khajiit, they robbed a Khajiit. Oiled mail and hide armor, that sounds quite good. Scaled bracers, sure, why not? Fur shoes. They robbed 2 Khajiits. They just seem like tradesmen. They were just trading. Empty chest, large sack. Can hear them talking somewhere. They have an alchemist. A dark gem wolfskin cloak. Well, I suppose cloaks could be rather useful. A giant's toe. What? A melon root. Well, sure. A mage's robe. These people aren't very nice. Well, they're bandits, so of course they aren't very nice, but you know. Dropping a tradesman. It's a peaceful trader, just doing the job. Well, there's not much here. And I do believe I need a torch if I'm going to, you know, do anything. It's so bloody dark in here. Alright, there's not much here, just a pitchfork. And a bunch of hay bales, and... where are the rest of them? There has to be more. This can't be all of them. Oh, there's downstairs. There must be downstairs. Well, let's go down and give them a friendly hello, shall we? And by friendly hello, I mean, of course, viciously murder. They're using bodies instead of firewood. I cannot believe this. They've just stacked them around here. Like so much rubbish. Yes, I'm stealing their produce. But I mean, these absolute animals deserve starvation and a painful death. Because, okay, fine, robbing people. Frostbite venom, troll fat. Why do they have these things here? That's a cage. Yes, someone is around, you absolute morons. I have no idea where you are, but believe me, you will be found. And it won't be very nice when you are. No, it won't be. Let me see if I can get this chest open. Oh. Yes! Armor is iron ingot. Garnet checkerboard iron circlet. That sounds wonderful. Definitely taking that. And some septums. Well, this has turned out to be, you know, there you are.
Good.
More bloody Khajiit turning on their own kind. Yes, run into a corner, you coward.
You dirty this world no more.
And you haven't got anything remotely worth stealing even. You sad, poor people. What wretched lives you live. Alright then. At least you have some money on you. Poor bastard. Being forced to kill your own kind. Well, anyone else? Anyone? Got a loot and some rather nice trophies on the wall, I must say. I mean, if it weren't for the fact that you were murderous, absolute bastards, you know, this is not bad. Palla, volume 1. Red God Rose Medallion, that's lovely. Yes, yes, yes. I'm sorry, I get a bit carried away when it comes to shiny things. Now, was there anywhere else that someone could be hiding? I can't make these torches. No, that was room full of Khajiit. And this wooden door, well... yeah, no, yeah. Let's not go in there. I haven't found any sort of large stashes of loot, but also bandits should have somewhere. So let's exit through this door and see what we find.
Let me give you some room.
So now I'm out here, and there's nothing here. And oh dear, my torch went out. I mean, at least it's rather light out here. I suppose I could get into that tower to see if there is some sort of entrance or exit or something. I mean, somewhere they must keep their large stash of ill-gotten gains, right? I think I've been up here. Yes, I have, and there's absolutely nothing. Well, there's a small bridge, and that captain's place that I can't get into. And are there any more doors? Let's clean this place out. Well, Fort Greenwood Captain's Quarters. And there's one of the bastards. There are a couple of the bastards still around. They haven't noticed us. I wonder how. I wonder why they won't notice a dead body flying around. Let's take care of them first. Shall we? Cheerio, mate. How would you like a mace to face? You're a hired...
This sword is sharper than...
Hired thugs? What? Oh dear God, I can't fight. Oh no! Oh. How did they find us? How? Indigo, I must help.
I think that maybe you should surrender.
Let's see what you've got.
You came out of that better than I did, my friend. My
Indigo.
friend, Skyrim is a big and often confusing place. We are bound to lose each other from time to time. Never fear. That map you have is special.
This thing? Well, how so?
Let me show you. My brother once found one just like it on the remains of some poor old adventurer in Citadel. It does not only mark locations, it can also show the position of items and people too. Watch this. Where are you, Inigo? There. See? I have placed myself on your map. If we find ourselves separated, all you need to do is look me up.
Oh.
Pretty fantastic, eh?
Oh. That's great, thank you.
No problem. I am always happy to help.
Right, well...
I hope this will be a mutually beneficial exchange.
I think I need to give you some of my potions. I have rather a lot of them, and you know, one of those, and one of those. And, well, there we are.
Okay then.
Let's search this guy. 50 septums. And the contract. Who sent them? How did they find us? We're in the middle of bloody nowhere in a bandit fort. At least this has been a rather profitable little adventure. I'm sorry for jumping over you, Inigo, but you know how it is. Well, I've been in there, Fort Greenwall Prison, I think. That must have been where those bandits were. And was this just the Fort Greenwall? Yes, it was. So no, I haven't been there. Let us go in there and clean house then. You one big ugly man.
I thought we were on the same side.
Sorry, Inigo. 1 carat diamond? Yes. Not too keen on the bandana. I am, however, keen on that big bear cloak. That looks very good.
Is someone there?
No. What do you expect me to say, you absolute moron? Yes, I'm here. Ow!
That's all you've got?
That one did not die graciously.
No, but he did die, and that was my goal. I'm not feeling so good at the moment. Maybe one of these. Well, anyone down there? No. Anyone right here? Good grief, it's dark. I can't see a single thing. I think I need a torch. Just so oh, just the wall. And stairs leading upwards. Fort Greenwood Captain's Quarters. Well, let's just check out the prison first. See if there's any more scum that needs to be cleansed. Doesn't appear so. No, I'm not going there with a spider web. Definitely not. No, thank you. And I bet the boss will be holed up in the captain's quarters. It's typical. That's how they like it. They can't be boss unless everyone knows they're a boss, so they like bragging about it. I've known a fair few Nords with a similar idea. I suppose I could nick some tomatoes while I'm at it. I mean, these peoples are horrible. They torture and kill. They torture and burn people. You don't just put bodies lying there like logs for the fire. They have to be. You can't just do that. You cannot do that. Now let's go in and have at them. Yes, I'm carrying a torch. You don't have long to live.
You like to steal, huh? You can have these for free.
He doesn't have anything of value on him. No. Well, let me remove my torch. Let's see how dark it gets. Well, it's quite dark, but you know. Oh, magic! No. I'm dying. Need potion. Everything. I'll save that until later. Please just die.
I did not know who they were messing with.
Well, she died rather easily. Some money. Staff of Frostbite. I'll take that. Thank you very much. And just some beds. Woodcutter's axe could be useful when I'm out and about in the wild. And the Wolf Queen from Cheer Conquest. Gonian account, Tank of Gods and Worship. Biography of Baronzia. She was a queen of Morrowind. And here we are. There's stashes of stuff. Iron Mace, no thank you. bloodied merchant's hat and some septims and some coins. I don't want that merchant's hat, no way. Iron War Axe of Embers, septims and a slit Nordic silver ring. Well, there we are then. That worked out surprisingly alright. And I mean, I don't know, I was just going on sort of fueled by, well, I suppose some sort of bloodlust. No, he doesn't seem to have the key to the fortress. Well, while I'm here, standing by the cozy fire, not lit by burning human bodies, I just need to check out who sent those hired thugs. Here is the agreed upon amount. I expect you to faithfully carry out my request to teach a lesson to the thief Relvin Merrow. You need not kill him, but I have no qualms about it if you deem it necessary. Drifa. Who is Drifa? Apparently someone I've made an enemy of. That is not good. Not very good at all. Anyway, I shall simply stand here by the fire, just thinking a bit about everything, really. I never knew I could fight like this. I've never been in a fight like this. I mean, I've killed people. I have committed acts of, well, they're not murder, or well, excused murders in self-defense. I will simply... I need time to think. And I have to say, having this gentleman in go-round was a very, very good idea. He's excellent in battle, and can certainly protect my Stroniars from basically anything. And with that, I will end this episode. Thank you so much for watching. It's been a great pleasure. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys soon. Trestle242 out.